Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm excited to share with you the oils that I've been using on my hair growth journey. So if you have been following me since the beginning of the year, then you know that I am on a healthy hair growth journey. And if you haven't caught up on how I've been doing so far this year with my hair growth, I will link the playlist for you so you can check that out. So in today's video, I am going to share with you guys the oils that I've pretty much taken and created my own hair growth oil with. So one of my goals is to use hair growth oils in my hair, and while I'm on the search for one that's already pre-made for me, I decided to just take some of the oils that I already had here at home and combine them to make my own hair growth oil. So let's get into the video. I'm going to take you guys one by one through the different oils that I used in this concoction that I put together, and then I will show you guys how I use the oil every week in a pre-poo treatment. So that is why I'm looking crazy right now, because I'm about to pre-poo my hair. So I thought I would give you guys a little background on what I use in my pre-poo treatment and show you guys what I do to pre-poo my hair. First, starting off with the oils themselves, I have all the oils to show you guys. I'm just going to hand you guys off to a voiceover, which will give you guys the benefits and why I decided to use these oils in my little concoction here. And then once we go through that, I'll come back to show you guys how I use them in my hair to pre-poo my hair. All right, guys, starting off with our first oil, we have almond oil, which is one of my favorite oils. I've actually been using it for many, many years. And the great thing about almond oil is that it contains omega-3 fatty acids, phospholipids, vitamin E, and magnesium. And it's used to nourish and strengthen the hair. It also treats hair loss and damaged hair and adds silkiness and shine and nourishes scalp. I have this here for help with retention. So what I've done is I've categorized the oils into growth oils and length retention oils. And based on the properties that almond oil provides, I've labeled it as one to help me with retaining length. So I'm super excited to have this on hand and have been using it for many years, as I mentioned. Our next oil is argan oil, and I've categorized argan oil as a growth oil for me. Reason being is that it contains vitamins A, C, and E. It has antioxidants, linoleic acid. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I will put the spelling of it down for you guys so you can see what it looks like. Omega-3 fatty acid. And the great thing about argan oil is that it helps to boost cell production, and that is in both skin and the scalp, which leads to healthy hair and skin, obviously. And it eliminates dandruff and dry scalp, which of course just helps to have a healthy scalp, which will help improve hair growth. It also tames frizz and flyaways and treats hair loss and gives great sun protection. The next oil that I love is this Maui Moisture Heal and Hydrate Shea Butter Raw Oil, and it's for damaged hair, and it actually has 3 different oils in it, which I will go through the benefits of each one of the oils. The first of which is coconut oil. So I've labeled coconut oil one for both growth and retention, and coconut oil is rich in antimicrobial properties, lauric acid, and medium chain fatty acid. Coconut oil is great for strengthening the hair, conditioning the scalp, and to help with regrowing hair. So it does have properties that help with both growing hair and retaining length. So the next oil that we have is macadamia oil, and I've labeled this as an oil for retention because it contains essential fatty acids, vitamin compounds, omega-7, antioxidants, which includes vitamin E, and macadamia oil helps protect the hair strands from breaking easily. It prevents dryness and brittleness. It also neutralizes free radicals. It nourishes the hair follicles, fights hair loss, and brittle strands. It also helps to calm hair frizz, tangles, and dullness. So all great things that we need to retain our length. The next oil, well, actually, it's not really an oil, it's a butter, is Shea Butter. And I've labeled Shea Butter to help with growth because it relieves many scalp problems such as dandruff, and it also moisturizes the scalp. It has inflammatory properties which help to heal the scalp and the skin, and it also does a great job conditioning the scalp and skin, which helps to allow the scalp to regrow the hair. And it also does a great job to condition the scalp, which allows the scalp to regrow hair. And it contains fatty acids as well as nutrients that protect the hair from UV rays, pollutants in the air, and even chlorine in swimming pools. So it's a great butter to use in your hair before going swimming in a pool. Next oil that I have here is tea tree oil, and tea tree oil is actually an essential oil. Essential oils are more potent than the other oils that I mentioned, which means you only need a few drops of these types of oils per application. And tea tree oil, let me tell you guys, is like a miracle oil, and it does everything and anything. I found this article that focused on 31 benefits of tea tree oil, and boy, oh my god, if I find that article again, I will link it down for you guys, because this oil does everything and anything you can imagine. And let me just give you guys an idea of why it does all these things. It has antibacterial, antimicrobial, antiseptic, antiviral, balsamic, fungicide, insecticide, and stimulant properties. Like, is that a mouthful or what? It does just about anything you can imagine. And because of that, the benefits go way beyond just hair. But focusing just on hair, it helps to unclog the hair follicles and nourish your roots. So when your scalp becomes oily, it helps to kind of unclog your pores and remove some of that excess oil, which can clog your hair follicles and prevent your hair from growing. So that's why I've labeled tea tree oil as a growth oil, and it's really great for helping to clean the hair. So it's a good oil to use in your shampoo, and it also helps with dandruff and hair loss. And now the last oil that I have in my little concoction is castor oil, and I've labeled castor oil for growth. Castor oil is a very, very popular oil in the natural hair community, and with very good reason, because castor oil is amazing. It has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, and is high in vitamin E, minerals, proteins, and omega-6 and 9 fatty acids. Now, the special thing about castor oil is it is unusually high in ricinoleic. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but again, I will link or display the name of the acid for you guys so you can see what it looks like. But I'm pronouncing it as ricinoleic acid, which helps increase circulation to the scalp and improve hair growth. So one of the main things to help hair grow is to increase blood flow into the hair follicles, and this acid does just that, and castor oil is unusually high in that, which makes it such a great oil for helping to grow hair. It helps to prevent and remedy hair loss, and it also protects against dandruff and scalp infections. So again, very, very popular in the natural hair community, and with very, very good reason. So yeah, guys, I just take all of those oils and put them into this little dropper container here. Now the measurements, I don't have exact measurements because I'm just experimenting with these oils, but my rule of thumb was when I was mixing the oils was to apply them based on how heavy or light the oil was. So the lighter oils such as the Maui Moisture and the almond oil I used more of, and the castor oil and the argan oil, which are a little bit thicker, I put a little bit less, probably half of what I used of the Maui Moisture and the almond oil. And then with the tea tree oil, I just added a few drops per application amount. I don't know if that makes sense. So 3 to 4 drops per application. And the amount of oil that I mixed gives me about, I would say, 8 to 10 applications. So probably used about 20 to 25 drops in this mix. So there you guys have it, the oils and a little bit of why I use them in this mixture. Now let's get back to actually applying the oils to the scalp and hair. All right, so starting off, I ended up putting all of the oils inside this little container here. So this was an old bottle that had argan oil in it. It was empty, so I decided to reuse it, and I put in all of the oils that I just went over with you guys in here. So the reason why I decided to use this bottle is because it has a dropper in it, which is great to apply right to the scalp. And because it is a darker glass, so the dark tint on the glass actually helps to protect the oil from aging and just losing the nutrition that's in the oil. So I like the fact that this was dark, and then with the dropper it just adds to me being able to apply it directly on my scalp. So that is what I have here right now, is the mixture of all the oils that I just went through with you guys. So let's get into how I actually apply it and use it on a week-to-week basis. I'm starting off with old wash and go. So it's been a week since I've washed my hair, and I typically will wash my hair once to twice a week depending on how my wash and goes are looking throughout the week. So this wash and go actually lasted a whole week, which is awesome, but it is definitely due for a nice little pre-poo, shampoo, condition, all that fun stuff that I normally do on wash day anyway. So when I start off my pre-poo treatment, I will first just kind of let my hair down and shake it out. And this is the time where I also like to give myself a scalp massage. So I'll be doing that in this video as well. So again, I just kind of air out my hair, shake it out a bit, kind of get the strands kind of loose, do a little massage in there just to get the blood circulating. And then what I like to do is kind of start off by spritzing my hair and my scalp. I like to work with moistened hair because it just helps the oil kind of penetrate better into the scalp and the hair. Now I'm using this water bottle. It's just water in here. This is not what's in here. It's an empty bottle that I just filled with water. So I'll just start by spritzing, mainly focused on my scalp, because what I do first is give myself a scalp massage before I start applying the oil to the rest of my hair. So I'll just spritz the water into my skin and scalp. And not too much. Again, I'm just looking to kind of moisten my scalp. I'm not really looking to wet it. So this will give us a good moistened canvas to work with. So before I used to actually section my hair and then massage my scalp section by section, but I don't think I got the full benefits of the massage when I do it section by section. So now what I do is I just will massage my entire scalp and then section my hair to be able to apply the oil to the hair strands. So I'm just going to shake up the oil to get them all mixed and incorporated with each other. And then I will fill the dropper with oil, and then I'll just start applying it to my scalp. So I'll just put drops all around my head. And typically 2 full droppers is enough for my entire head. All right, so now that my scalp has been saturated with the oil, I'll just take some time and massage my scalp. I kind of just, you know, do this and try to like meditate a little bit, just to kind of like breathe and calm myself and just give myself a nice little space to stay calm and focus on what I want the oils to actually do to my hair. It's a good way to really just kind of relieve some stress and really help your hair do what you want it to do. So here goes. And I'll just do this for a few minutes, just really working the oil into the scalp. And this also helps to break up any dirt or any buildup that may have happened throughout the week. Alright guys, so I'm going to finish the rest of my scalp massage off camera and then we'll come back to oil the hair. Alright guys, so I'm back. I just finished massaging my scalp. So now we're going to move on to applying the oil to the actual hair strands. So what I first like to do is start by sectioning my hair into 4 sections. So I'll just part it down the middle. Again, not an exact part. We're just oiling the hair, nothing too crazy. So I'm just going to gently part my hair in half. And then I'm going to clip this section away. And then divide this into 2 sections. So we'll work with the back half first. Alright, so since we've taken care of our scalp, now what we're going to do is actually add the oil to our hair strands to help them with maintaining health and strength in this pre-poo treatment. So again, just like with the scalp, I'm going to start by spritzing the hair just to get a little bit moistened to help the oil with absorbing into the hair strand. And then I like to just kind of push and press the water into the hair. So I'll take some time to do that. And as I'm doing this, again, I'm just like kind of rubbing my hands through my hair. If any loose hair strands come out, I'll just kind of gently pull those away. So in a way, we're starting our detangling process. You don't have to detangle your hair at this point, and I normally don't. I like to detangle my hair with conditioner in it, but it does give me a head start in the detangling process as I'm applying the oils to my hair. So now that my hair has been moistened, I'll take the oil, probably about half of a dropper per section. And then after I apply that half, I'll do the other half on my tips. So I'll apply the oil the same way I applied the water to my hair, and just kind of pressing it and smoothing it on to the hair. And again, gently detangling if I come across any knots. Again, I'm not super focused on detangling my hair 100%, but this does give me a head start. So you see some of the strands, the shedded hair has come out, if you can see that. And then once I've done that, I will take the rest of the dropper and use that oil to apply to the ends. So your ends are the oldest part of your hair, so they will need the most love. So that's what I'm doing now. And then I just go through and make sure all my strands are coated from the roots to the tip. And then once I've applied the oil, I will just make a bantu knot and tuck the hair away. All right, so that's how I do it. I'm going to do the rest of my sections off camera, and then I'll come back to wrap up the video. All right, guys, so I'm back. I just finished applying the oil to all the sections of my hair and gently detangled. I actually detangled more than I expected to have detangled, and I'm going to show you guys the shed hair that came out from my sections. So this is pretty standard and normal for me in terms of shed hair. So that's just kind of like the tip of the iceberg. I will shed a little bit more when I'm applying my deep conditioner. That's when I'll make sure that my hair is fully detangled. It's detangled, but not all the way. So now what I'm gonna do is just apply actually put on a plastic cap. And then on top of that, I will put a conditioning cap, which looks like aluminum foil. And this just helps to trap your body heat inside so that your hair gets a little bit more help with absorbing the nutrients in the oil. So the heat does help with that. All right, and I will typically leave this on for about 30 minutes, and then I will go and rinse it out with a shampoo. Now, if I'm not shampooing my hair, if I'm just doing a co-wash, then I won't do this whole pre-poo treatment. I won't apply any oils beforehand. I do this treatment to give my hair the nutrients in the oils. And because they're oils, they're gonna be heavy on your hair, so you don't wanna typically leave this much oil on your hair. So I will only do this if I am going to be shampooing my hair, which I will be doing today. And then I will be deep conditioning my hair. So the deep conditioning part will be in another video, so stay tuned for that. I'll actually be reviewing and testing out a new deep conditioner that is very affordable. It's drugstore. So I'm excited to try that out. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Turn on your post notifications so when that video is out, you'll be able to check it out as well. And again, if you haven't checked out the other videos in my hair growth journey, be sure to check out that playlist. And give this video a like if you enjoyed this routine and how I pre-poo my hair. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.